Hello, my peeps. I believe we're live. I'll know in a minute when I can get some comments showing and see if somebody actually says hello. Um, but as far as I know, we're live. Hi. Just gonna give everything a minute to churn. It just occurred to me, like right this second, that I just finished having an everything bagel for lunch. So now, yeah, I'm doing the pop. I'm trying to discreetly do the poppy seed check. I'll just talk like this for the whole thing. It'll be fine. Yeah, my comments. Seriously. Okay, I'll drink tea instead. I have so many things flashing up. I don't even see my image of like my camera, what's showing right now, but hey, it's gonna show me drinking tea, I guess. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on, comments. There's one of if for those of you who are demonstrators, there's one of the ladies who does, oh my god, she is like such a valuable resource. She's a British lady, but I believe she lives in the States now. Um, and she is just so helpful. She knows so much about technology and she is so helpful. And the way she explains stuff is just awesome. So she does little sessions that she calls tea and tech, and she's got her little cup of tea. So I don't have the name tea in any of the titles of any of my stuff, but I can guarantee you that if I am awake, there's a freshly brewed, half drunk, or just emptied cup of tea sitting beside me all the time. Pretty much from the time I get up to, yes. So tea is just a given. Okay, I don't know. Sorry, that was a poppy seed. Oh, chat! I got my chat. Okay. Hello, everybody. It's Tracey here, uh, YouTube guru, and the paper pusher with a quick Friday catch up. I'm doing some stuff. The planning. I'm always doing stuff, but I'm doing some planning and revisiting how things are going to go. And Fridays, I think, are just going to be like a quick half hour. I'll show you some stuff. I'll let you know what's coming up in the blog. Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna find my cards. Forgot to get those ones ready. The blog that is not written yet, but will be uh, as I work through things. And then on the Tuesdays is going to be the doing the project. Now it might end up being like if I get an unboxing or catalog or showing you products or stuff, but it'll be like some show and tell, and then usually it'll be like, okay, let's make something together. I might even get to the point of some of these times saying, hey, want to play along with me? Get this ready, and you can play along with me. Fridays, there's also a really good chance Fridays is just going to be a video of whatever if it needs to be, because I'm trying to have a life and for a change. And like even now, as soon as we're done, I'm gonna pack a few things up, and very shortly after we're done this, my son is gonna get in some more driving training, and we're gonna go do some more errands. And then I'm meeting my mom and sister-in-law for a movie this afternoon, because that's what retired people get to do, and it's teachers' convention for my son. He's not skipping school to go to the movie. So yes, very excitedly, we're going to see Argyle. So I've also kind of worked on that. I'm working on some of the class stuff. So an annual retired product sale. Twice a year we do extravaganza with my partner in crime and buddy there, Tamara. I've decided the beginner stuff is going to become a bi-monthly kit together. And so the idea is just to get new people in, give them a chance to do it, or anybody's welcome to come. If you want just an easy night out, need to make a few cards, here you go. But I have so many kits and partially made kits that I'm going to use kits as a partially to save me the prep time and to use them up, but also because it's just everything's made, and then there will be like a huge variety. You're pretty much going to find what you need if you just need to come make a few cards. But then I can say this is what a dimensional is, this is what a bone folder is, this is how this is the difference between these two adhesives, and kind of walk people through it, and some basic stamping. And some of the kits don't even have stamping, so if it's just an assembly thing, just to get used to it. So I'm going to do that one every second month. My Sunday crafternoon is usually once a month. but I've noticed there's a couple times had a couple requests for things, and there's a couple times here where I think I might be able to slot in an extra one, which will make them like 3 weeks apart a couple times. And so I might get a couple extra ones in. So I'm going to do that. I like doing the technique classes. It's lots of fun. I think the trick here is to figure out a day, like because doing it at night works, but maybe it's a daytime thing that I need to figure out. Anyways, but I'm going to do that quarterly. And so that would be register ahead of time. You're going to know what the thing is. There's supplies you're going to have to buy for it because for the most part, I have one of everything. I don't have lots where I have a bunch of things. So like if we do a coloring class, we can't all be coloring with one set of markers. We'll never get done. So some of the stuff you might have to buy. Now I might be able to figure it out that you buy a little bit of stuff and you do it, but trust me, once you learn how to use certain things, you just want them. So having them ahead of time is not a bad thing. So I'm going to do that. So I have been working on that. I have been working on customer thank yous. By request, we're making some of these. They'll look better when you get like your copies, but to help you with your crafting and save paper. There is the website, which is very slow going. And I've been out most days this week. I feel like I need to change this page to something else. I've been out most days this week. So, and I'm in an all-day hockey tournament. Well, I'm not in. My son is in tomorrow. So I'm out for the day then too. Going to beautiful downtown Rich Valley. So yeah, there's it that's going slowly, but that will happen as well. So just many things going on, and I'm trying to manage them all and still, not be in here from 8 a.m. till midnight, 7 days a week. It's not that I don't enjoy it, I do, but I just don't think that's good for me. So I need to do some other things. So before we get to the show and tell, and the dog has just decided that he needed to come visit right then. I'll go quickly through some of the business stuff, just the things that are coming up to tell you. I don't actually know if it shows us on the thing. We're getting down to that close to the end of things, the end of days, the end of pages. Let's call it that. End of days sounds so dire. Okay, so celebration ends at the end of February, which this year happens to be the 29th because it's a leap year. We're all going to leap on the 29th. The mini catalog ends at the end of April, which is 30th. Yes, same as this one. And then this is the annual catalog that will end also on the 30th of April. So as it gets closer to the end of things start to sell out. Some stuff will not be replaced. Some stuff will just be out. So as people start to know that that's happening, and then I can show you things in here. So with the retired colors, and I know I've mentioned this before, but as a quick reminder, as soon as I find the page, the retired colors and DSP, all of this beautiful DSP, this stuff all retires with the catalog at the end. So each time there's new color collections. I thought we had a page in here. There we go. Sorry. Excuse me. I was about to sneeze. I could feel it coming. Get that look on your face where you know it's coming. So we have the 2 in color collections right now, right? So this one's still got 1 more year to go. This one is going to retire at the end of this catalog. So this stuff is all going to start to sell out. The inks, the paper, the markers, the blends, the rascal, go. The embellishments, any kind of ribbon or twine, like this stuff's all going to start to sell out because people are going to start to realize it's going. Some of that gets sped up by the fact that if you buy now, you get extra stuff through Celebration, and they did add on those extra things. So just so you know, there's a couple of the punches out of this catalog, and some of the DSP is sold out. Or no, the DSP is one of them is not sold out. Sorry, not to scare you. Is temporarily sold out and will come back, I think, next week. A couple of the punches sold out or out of stock. I gotta quit saying sold out. Out of stock. And I think those ones were April. So they'll be in just before this catalog ends, and they are awesome. I suspect the 2 punches. So it's the modern oval and the hexagon. So these 2 awesome punches, currently not available, coming back. I suspect they will carry over, or at least even just go onto the online store, because they are so awesome and they are so usable with so many things. They're not, I mean, they're tied to some certain stamp sets right now, but they will they will outlive those. One of the new online exclusives sold out already, or is out of stock already, and it's to be determined when it's coming back. So people are buying stuff now because they're grouping up stuff. Well, I can get free celebrations. I'll do this before it goes out. Like at end of March-ish, first week of April, we'll get a retiring list. So we'll know if anything from this catalog carries over, and we'll know if anything from the annual catalog is carrying over. So it would still be available. But if it's done, then it's while supplies last. The only thing that they guarantee a little bit longer into these sales periods is the stamps, because they make them themselves. You can usually get stamps up into, I think it's about 3 weeks before the end of either the catalog, as long as there's no issues with like supplies or anything. They're usually available because they can make them themselves. So they'll like fulfill orders up to a certain point and then they stop it. And that's it for the cat. But everything else is while supplies last. So if there's stuff you want, yes, best not be waiting. I guess I watch too many old timey movies. Best not be waiting because it's going. Celebration, yes. So it goes to the end of February. So this really, like, Celebration is the best time to buy the starter kit. If you want to be a demonstrator, buy the starter kit. I will happily tell you how you can be a hobby, not tell you, help you figure out how you can be a hobby demonstrator, how you can be a business demonstrator. I'll give you all the stuff that I know, and you can make it your own. I will show you. There's resources. Holy cow. If you just want to get some good craft supplies, paper crafting, at the best possible deal, here's how you do it. This, like the math on this, it just works. This is what you want to do. There's only a couple weeks left. These glass mats, I suspect they have enough because they have said there's a likelihood that they'll come back available for demonstrators to buy again, which when they do, this time I will not pause. I will be like the morning, if it's midnight they come available, I will be there to get my glass mat because I've seen so many good reasons to have that glass mat. And yes, I suspect that as soon as they come back, they will sell it. But I think right now they're available. So right now they're available for demonstrators, or sorry, for new demonstrators who join. So you can get that, or you can just get extra stuff. Like it's just Celebration's the time to join. These are the new products that they added on. So a couple stamp sets, some extra paper, a couple kits, embossing folders, the memories and more cards. These memories and more cards. So I keep turning my head. Hey, here's the back of my head. I ordered these because I've seen some very cool projects with them. And this was not the show and tell I was planning, as you can tell, I already had it ready. But I love bright colors. Right? I like the Regals and the Brights. Those are my two favorite. Like if you're looking at the sweet families, I mean, I do like neutrals as well. It's not like I don't like all of them, but I do like bright colors. So these, what you can get are these card bases and envelopes. Wait till I show you these envelopes. Like you think you're seeing the envelopes and you're like, Tracy, you're just showing us the envelopes. Oh, I'm not showing you the envelopes yet. Okay, so they come, and I think it's 20, right? So I think you get 10 of each. Yes, 20 cards, 20 envelopes. So you get 10 of each. So you can make your cards. You know what? These seem a little bit bigger. I think these, because these are memories and more, these are 4x6, right? Yes, because that's 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Okay, so this works with 4x6 cards, which I'll show you in a second. And yes, look at this. Isn't this nice, this envelope? Yeah, you want to know what else is nice? Wow! Isn't this fantastic? And you can open these up, and you can use this paper on your card because it's so awesome. It's the same on here. This I love this paper. I'm not a florally person. I'm not, but oh, these big, bright, bold florals, just love them. So you can like disassemble your envelopes and do that and make them. So this is what comes. Now, what you can also order to go with this, and will help you, you know, earn your free stuff if you order other stuff, I guess, is the cards. So here I'm just gonna do. Here, I'm going to show you something real quick. Okay, so I told you these cards were, because this is how Tracey rolls. She just randomly does things. I told you that these cards were 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. So half of 6 1/4 is 3 1/8. And that's my little guillotine that I love. Love. Oh, I can move that out of the way. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Move these out of the way for now, too. Just a second. So what comes in here is you can also get the cards that go with it. And they come in 2 sizes. They have the 4x6 size. So let's just do it this way because this picture is easy. Where you can put these cards on. Now you can do this. right? You can pop this card on, put on a sentiment, and you're done. Like, they're that easy. They're that amazing. And there is like pictures. There's big ones. They're for journaling as well. So there's some of them have things like this where you can journal. But then there's usually like, look at that big floral in the back. Some of them are just kind of patterns. Some have other things. You can mix and match. You can trim these. This one comes with more than normal. They also come with sticker sheets. So this one comes with 6 sticker sheets, 2 each of these different things that have little stickers and sentiments and like embellishment type stuff. So really, you take that, you pop down those flowers, you pop out the word happy, you slap it on there. Happy for you, happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy life. What does the one say? One says love you to peace. Okay. You can put any one of these things on here. Boom, you're done. Right? Like, they're that quick for making cards. I'm actually going to make wall art with them. I might make some cards with them as well. So you get 2 sizes. You get the 4x6, and then you get a lot more of the 2x3s. So these ones, though, if you cut one of these cards in half, you can make mini cards. Ta-da! Oops, sorry, I'm a little bit off screen, aren't I? Okay, I don't know why that's a butterfly. They're not all butterflies. Here, let me pick something else. Oh, look at this. This one says the happy life, the happy life, the happy life. Oh, look how pretty this one is. I don't know. They must go together, the thing. Oh, right? And same thing. Pop some stickers on them, or die cuts or punches, or all the stuff you normally have anyways. So that's how you can very quickly make a whole lot of cards and stuff. So these ones are with them. So you can buy these like in the catalog. But then you can get these for free with a $60 purchase. So if you're buying other stuff, that's how you get those free. All right. Look at that mess that I made. Okay. So celebration, free stuff. And like I said, as supplies last. So things are going to start to run out in the last 3 weeks. People, when it gets closer to the end, they'll be like, oh my gosh. And then away they go. Paper pumpkin. So as we know, we're on this kit now, which is the February kit, which you can't totally see, but there's a bunny and a chick on it. Tomorrow is the last day to subscribe for that. I only get 1 of each kit. So if you want a kit, I don't generally, I mean, sometimes I make a mistake and I order extra, or I put them in just in case and I forget to change it. But in general, I only order the one that I get. So if you want one, you either have to let me know or sign up for your own subscription. I do know that this card has 3 standard cards. Sorry, I'm off screen again. 3 standard cards. Seriously, my camera must have moved. Three standard cards, 3 slimline cards, so the longer, skinnier ones, and then 3 treat holders. And the 3 treat holders, I don't know how big they are, but they're milk cartons. So you know the old school milk cartons, the ones that little kids have a hard time opening. There's 3 of those for treats. So it's a nice little mix thing. The sentiments are springtime, baby, and Easter for the stamps. And then if you pre-bought these dies are still available. The tulips, I think, are the one that matches like some of the stuff in it, but you can tell the colors and stuff. Oh, paper pumpkin's just so much fun. If you do want paper pumpkin celebration, again, another great time to buy it, because you can pre-buy your subscription. So you can pay month to month and just get it each month, and you can suspend. And even with any of these prepaid ones, you can still suspend, right? So if you look and you're like, yeah, I don't really need Easter or baby stuff, you could go in, as long as you go in before 10 o'clock tomorrow night. You hit suspend, that kit won't ship. If you bought a 3-month one and you suspend 1 month, it just moves on. You still have 3 months left. They're just the next 3. But with these ones, you can get, because you order them kind of through the store the same way as you would other product, you can get free celebration items. So great way to get free stuff. You get the paper pumpkin, which is awesome. You get free stuff. And then if you buy a 6-month, you basically are getting $1.50 off each kit as well. So in addition to all the free stuff, you get the kits a little bit cheaper. If you buy a 12-month subscription, this is what I do every year during celebration, you basically get 1 month for free. You're paying for 11, getting 12, plus you're getting 5 free celebration items, which in my case, it's $3.36. I bump it up to $3.60, so I get 6 free celebration items. And this year during celebration, if you spend $375, you actually get an extra $37.50 in spending. So I bought mine before that kicked in, but I can easily do that. So the amount of free stuff you get to go with this, oh my goodness, guys. Celebration is the time to buy. Extravaganza. It's going in May. I told you in colors. I get so excited about the in colors. So this is all going to be about in colors. it's about mid to end March when we're going to actually know what the in colors are and start to have an idea of what the suites coming out in the next catalog are that we're going to use to make like the images on here, and I'll design all the cards. But for now, we are just a third sold out. So I would expect that as soon as it gets a little bit closer and more information goes, it will sell out a lot faster. We've sold out all of them. So this will be number 5, I think. There is a to-go option. The to-go option does not include the stamp sets this time or the images. I will tell you as soon as this stuff is, like as soon as Tamara and I decide, I will tell you what it is. Once I've designed the projects, I will tell you, if you don't have this stamp set, here's a couple current ones that will also work. I might even, if I know there's a super popular retired one that most people have kept in their stash, I might even say that. But there'll be like, it'll be a PDF telling you how to make it, and there'll be options of what you need. Or you need a stamp set that has, you know, large images. You need a stamp set that just has small sentiments. Like there'll be some information to help you if you're getting it to go package. I told you there's 2 new kits. So UPS is fun, right? The gamble that is UPS. I was all excited because my order with the pre-order stuff, so I could have shown you a couple of the cool stuff, because I made this great flyer, but I can't show it to you until the 5th because it's like opening the catalog early. You can't do it, but I can show you the stuff that I bought. I'm allowed to show you product, but it didn't get here, and this time it didn't get here because it was scheduled for yesterday, and the new kits, because of mechanical failure. And I'm not sure I've had that message before. I get like lots of it stuck in customs or something happened or whatever. I've had the odd weather one, but this time it said your order there's been a mechanical failure that delayed your order. So now my order's not coming until Monday instead of yesterday. So I can't show you these new ones, but I'm very excited about it. I did see the demonstrators in the States. Some of them can order. So like the 2 ladies that I love to watch, they do the Stampin' Scoop, and they're very funny. They ordered this. They live in somewhere in Massachusetts, I think. And with UPS, they have overnight options. So they ordered it like basically Thursday morning when you could. And Friday at lunchtime, they had already received their order and were showing all the stuff. That's like the fastest. That's amazing. Anyways, I did see this. And they were very impressed with like the quality of the frames, and I watched them put it together, and it did go together well. And I can't wait to get my hands on it because I can see ways to just like tweak it just a little bit. And I can't wait to play. Anyways, I likely will be, once I get this, if there's enough interest, I will likely be having a little class where we all make these and we can all make tweaks to them. And then this birthday one's just awesome. 6 cards, 2 different designs, 6 tags, 2 different designs. Fantastic. Need a catalog? Let me know. Okay, so there's a business left. Oh my goodness, I've only got 8 minutes left. Okay, so I have things to show you. Okay, so the blog. I am working on the website and the blog, and it will eventually, it's going to happen. It's just very slow going. So Saturday or Sunday is my 1 day off this week, so I'm not actually sure I'm going to do a ton. I might just play. If not, Monday I will be right back at the technology part and trying to make that blog, like finishing up the website and the blog. I might be able, if I can get enough done easily to get the blog done, I will. But this is the first one that we're going to blog. I'm going to blog is this wraparound card. So this was, what did I do with the other one? Oh, there it is in my hand. So this was the original card, but it didn't quite make right, but the fold is the same. My head's in the way. And let's not try to figure out how to move my head out of the way at this time. And then this was just like the simpler version that I made during the live with leftover things that were on my desk. So this is the one that's correct way, the wraparound, because this little a note of thanks for all the great things you do. Love this. This is such a great fold. I love this fold. Okay, so this is going to be the first one that's up when I do the blog. So the blog will have the measurements, some extra pictures of these cards, like kind of pictures during the steps to explain things. So I am working on that. I think I figured out that I will have the next 8 blogs, like this one plus 7 more, will all be fancy folds. Because I think I have that many left. Oh, and I'm going to show you the one I made. Oh, you guys, I had so much fun. So that's why my reminder was like, I had so much fun with it. Because all of these awesome ladies that showed us all these cards last weekend made some fancy folds. And so all of those ones are easier with like the measurements laid out ahead of time, so you can figure out, so you can see the final product, figure out what like products you want to use to make it, prep all your stuff, and then watch the video and make it as you go. So that's my theory. I was playing the other day just because I wanted to play. And I made these two cards. Oops, I better not screw things up. I'll do it this way. And then I had people vote which one they like better. So the reason I'm telling you this, because a couple things. I think I confused at least one person with my comment of about the stamp size and them being reversible. So some of the embossing folders we get are narrower. They're meant to go through the mini cut and emboss machine. So that's one of these. This splatter one is one of them. I love the splatter one. It comes as a 2-pack. The skinny ones come as a 2-pack. I got to get the right angle. There we go. This one is splatters and stripes. So it has another folder that has stripes. But they're only 3 or 3 1/8 inch wide. So they don't fully go across a card. And so this would be a full one, right? This would be like pretty much my all-time favorite embossing folder ever, I think. Just a minute. Which is the crosshatch one, which is part of a 3-pack. Which I really seriously, why can't I make that focus? There we go. Oh, just love that one. And I love bright colors, as I said. So, by the way, everybody voted for this card except for one person. Although some people did say both. And I do like both these cards. And these are such fun stamps. But this was my way of how can I use this and just get a strip? And I could have gone, I was going to go top to top, which I think might have made a difference. But I like things that are like a little bit offset. I like things that overhang the paper. I like, little odd things. So these were the ones. So when I posted these cards, though, I made the comment, 2 things. The stamps are, what did I do with the catalog? The stamps are smaller than you think, or bigger than you think, and they're reversible. So when you were looking in your catalog, I'm going to point these 2 things out. I think I've pointed them out before, but I know me. I tend to give a lot of information at once. So that's on me. So there's 2 things that you should look. So down here in the corner, this thing says reversible. I can't hold the catalog straight with my left hand, or you'd be able to see that. The other thing it does, so this little right here, it says shown at 50%. And this one says shown at 100%. So this shows you all the stamps that are in the package. And you see this down here is this tiny little leaf. Oh, that's not the same one. Oh, it's this one. No, it's a different one altogether, I guess. But you can see they're all basically the same size. So these 3 little leaves, right, are all the same size. This is just showing you what the actual size of the leaf is. But down here, they just look like little teeny ones, right? Now, and they do that on a couple of them. And it's because if they showed this whole thing full size, the entire page would be like taking it up. But you'll also see that they show one with pictures and one that is just a solid color, right? So that has to go with the reversible. So when you get your stamp set, and you'll notice it right away when you get your stamp set too. So when you get your stamp set, it's the same thing, right? You need to fit all these images on the front of this thing. And down here in the corner, this one actually says images at 60%. So because they'll make them as big as possible so people can see, right? But they could only do 60% and still fit them all in this space. Because when you open this, you see that they are much bigger, right? So here's one of the plant pots, which goes from here to here. And in the picture, it's down here. Okay. So I'm going to I didn't actually plan to stamp. But see, again, I just don't just do whatever I want. I just wing it. This is the beauty. You know what else I've decided? I've decided I'm going to start calling all my lives shows. On tonight's show, because my YouTube channel is actually called Paper Pusher TV. And so I don't want to say class and I don't want to say event. Well, sometimes it's an event, but because really we're just like hanging out and doing stuff. So on the Tracey show tonight, this is what we're doing. Okay, just a minute. And once again, 3rd time, we should play a game. We'll play a tea drinking game where every time I turn around and show you the back of my head, you take a swig. I know that's bad TV, but hey, I'm not a professional TV star. Okay, so here's the thing with these stamps. Okay, they just look like stamps, right? But they're cut in just the right way that I need 2 different things here. You can put them down. So I'm going to put them down the way that instinct tells you to put them down. Just then I need another color. There we go. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. And because these are photopolymer, we're actually going to put the foam underneath so we can get a nice good image. So we're going to go in here. Right? I'm going to stamp. I picked the total wrong stamp to show you this with. Just a minute. I mean, it works. It's just not going to work as well as I wanted it to. And I really should have done the lighter color first. Just a minute. Because I was showing you the pot, because it was a better one to show you the size. What did I do with my stamp set? There we go. I had pot on the brain. I had plant pots on the brain. I'll show you with one that you can actually see better. Just 1 second. That was bad on me for doing that. Okay, everybody, drink, because Tracey just gave you the back of her head again. Okay, these are seriously two of my favorite color combinations. Are Shaded Spruce and Lemon Lime Twist. Okay, so, and there's a lot of debate about whether you stamp the outline first or the base first, but I don't think it really matters. So here's what we're going to do. This one will be way easier to see. We're going to stamp this one. So this is how I put the stamp on like I normally would. I'm going to stamp. And look, I get this lovely outline. And just will drop my stamp in the process. And then I use my gungy but ever so efficient Stampin' chamois to wash this off. Now, this is how you would like normally put your stamp, right? And they're photopolymers, so they're very hard to see. I'm going to take the same stamp and I'm just going to flip it over and I'm going to stick it down. That's what I mean by reversible. Now I'm going to put it in the lighter color and I'm going to ink it up. And then I'm going to line it up. Now, these do not line up exactly, ever. Like, well, I don't think any of them ever do. They're not meant to. They're meant to give you like a background. But I'm going to line it up where I get most of the light color is within where the dark color is. And it gives you kind of a background. And it's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to give you this like cool image, right? So even this one would have done that. It would have just been like, instead of being white on the back, it would have been whatever the other color was. And then you stamp another one over top of it. So that's what that means. And you could do it in whichever order you want. You can also, if it works for you, depending what it is you're trying to do, you can also just like use this shape, right? It stamps completely on its own. So whatever you're doing, I like to look at things. I like to look at punches and stamps and various different things. So, oh, it's a leaf. Oh, you know what? I'll stamp it in red and make it a chili pepper instead, right? Like just try different things and see what happens. So here's me stamping it with the base first. And then again, they don't exactly line up. Make sure I got it doing it. And now I'm going to stamp the dark over top. And to me, they look the same. Like, I don't think it matters which way you do it. I think it just matters if you see one easier than the other, that's the way to do it. So that's what I meant by they are reversible. And there's not a ton of sets in the catalog that are. The set with the mountains, which was in the annual catalog, and I think might still be current, but I can't remember. Mountain Air. I think it's called Mountain Air. And it has some very big mountains. So you can stamp like the mountain background and then the outline. And actually with those ones, I think they do line up a little bit better too. These ones are not meant to line up. So you just kind of have to look. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is number 5. Keep drinking. You guys are going to have to pee by the time I'm done. Okay. So that was my fun with those cards that I confused everybody with. Okay. I got 2 more and then I'm going to go because I'm already over by a couple minutes. So remember when I told you about this one? Oh my goodness, I had so much fun with that one. That's what we're leading up to, is that one. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, I'll just move that there because my table's too blank otherwise. Okay, so one of our ladies this weekend always shows these great scrapbook layouts. And one of these times I'm actually going to make scrapbook stuff. And then she also made some simple cards that she does in one of her classes. But I decided for to meet her challenge, because you're supposed to be inspired by it, to take one of the scrapbook layouts and turn it into a card. And it turned out so much better than I expected it would. So this is Hey Chuck, which is in the current annual catalog. There was 2 chicken sets that came first, and then came the rooster, right? So if you ever want to know which came first, the chicken or the rooster, Stampin' Up! Answered that for you. So this is Chuck, the rooster. So, and in the scrapbook layout had like a big background. Then it had a bigger rectangle. It had two smaller like photo mats, and it had a little sentiment. So this was my like adaptation of it. It's so cute though. I love this image. I can't get enough of it. So that was one of my new cards that I made. I will post pictures of these cards, but this one is just, you know, cut and stick a bunch of stuff. So I'm not going to blog on like those kind of cards, but the fun folds I will. So, okay. Remember how I told you that I love the beach, love the ocean, love all those things. But I, like a good portion of the reason I bought the stamp set was this big happy birthday sentiment right here, because I just love it so much. Well, funny enough, I made a card using this, a fun fold. And I used just about every die in here and a whole bunch of the stamps, making a birthday card, but did not use the happy birthday. I find that very funny. It just, the shape didn't fit for this particular one because I couldn't cover up the surfboard. But let me tell you, I am so happy with this card. This is one of my favorite cards I have made in a long time. Here's a sneak peek. This is the envelope, because I like to stamp on the envelope. Woohoo! So here's the card. And it looks like the white little border. I tried different colors of blue. This card took me a while just because I did a lot of trial and error, but I'm so happy with how it turned out. So to me, this looks like vacation photos, like with the white on the back. But see, this little happy birthday to you, which came from the Zany Zoo, needed to go here because I love these die cuts too much. I couldn't cover any of them up. I couldn't cover up the surfboard. So the other one was like too big. So I needed a circle. So I think it's very funny that it didn't happen. But here's the fun fold. So Sue called this a double Z. The reason it's a double Z is this. You see the double Z. And then she had another name for like the back half of it, which I can't remember. So by the time I do the blog, I will have figured out what she actually called it. But then, because sometimes fancy folds give you nowhere to write, this gives you somewhere to write. Here, I'll tease you even more. So it does have like a regular opening in the back, so you can write. The 3 shells are here because they are, based on the scale of all the stuff on the front, these would be like gigantic shells, the kind you could sit in. But I liked them so much I had to use them, so they ended up on the inside of the card. Okay, so here's the card. Are you ready? Just a minute. Just a minute. Are you ready? Is that not a fun card? I had so much fun making this card. So that's it. That's the double Z. Just I got a little piece of dimensional backing in there. And here's what you do with fun folds. You fun fold. You open and close and open and close. And then this part is the part that opens to make the part where you can write. Oh my God, you guys, I had so much fun making this card. And seriously, I used just about everything in it. Ta-da! So when you go to make this card, by then I will have made a simpler version that I take the step-by-step pictures of, because Sue's card was so pretty. She had stamped on this piece. She used lighter back cardstock for her base, and she had stamped flowers on here, and then her 3 pictures, I think, had flowers. One had a sentiment on it. This one was some DSP. Okay, so like they can look very different depending how you do them, but the key is the fold. But oh my goodness, did I have fun making this card. Okay, so I have pictures of that I will show you. And then this one we already covered, and then this one is what's going to be in the blog. So yeah, I'm going to put it this way. Lots of show and tell today. Yay! Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go get ready, go do some errands, and then go see Argyle and have some popcorn. Movie theater popcorn. Yum. Thanks everybody for joining me. If I can help you order anything to take advantage of free celebration, let me know. I do appreciate orders. I don't vlog orders or buying the starter kit or joining probably as much as I should, because I just have more fun with the playing and the making and getting together and having classes. But I am more than happy to help you if you are interested in the starter kit. Best deal. Let me know. I can help you with that. Just don't do it till about supper time tonight, because I'll be at the movie. And yeah, I will work on some more stuff over the weekend. I will be back on Monday with hopefully back at the website, and back live Tuesday at 7 o'clock on this channel on Paper Pusher TV. So you guys all have a fun weekend. I hope you get lots of crafting done, or just enjoy the weather. The weather's going to get beautiful again. And take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week. Bye.